Hey,
What's up, guys? I'm Bronze,
I'm Zink.
and welcome to another My Take on Monday.
Yeah!
Yeah! Woo! So, today we are super excited because we have 3 really cool stuff to talk about.
3?
3!
Trace. Like it vanished without a trace?
Trois.
Like, yes. Uno, dos, vanish without a trace?
Yeah,
Like that kind of cool?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright.
Un, deux, trois.
Un, deux, trois, got Zink. Anyway.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's,
Yeah.
you know what that is? That is, besides the
Point.
point, yeah.
Point.
That's
What's
about
point
like
in French?
Point.
Point?
Un point. Un point pour toi. You get a point. Un point pour toi.
Oh, okay. So what, what would beside the point be in French?
Oh, it depends on if you're saying like next to the point, à côté de le point. Oh, whoa, that is à côté de le point. À côté de le point. Au côté, like à côté, like next to, à côté de le point.
À côté de la point.
De le point.
De la point.
Next, like it's à côté de, like it's next to. It's like of being next to the point.
That's fine. It doesn't translate super perfectly.
No,
but
à côté de le point. All right, there
Yeah.
you go.
So
French serves you well later in life.
and that was our first tangent rainbow.
This is gonna be a long evening.
I know, right?
Well,
And you signed up to see it.
you did. That's exactly what you signed up for. You're like, oh my goodness.
I know.
Is this really yes.
We haven't even gotten to magic yet.
We haven't. We'll do that later.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go on a few more tangents. Talk about Cheerios.
Cheerios or churros?
No, Cheerios.
Oh, Cheerios.
Do they
Okay.
make you cheery when you eat them?
Yes.
Well, then they've succeeded.
Yep.
It's love wrapped in a little oat.
Or is it oat wrapped in a little love?
Oh, that makes it seem like the company actually cares about you, which
It doesn't,
I don't know if I agree with corporate America actually being like, oh, I love you.
Yeah, no, they don't.
No, they don't.
They don't.
They don't. But you know what does?
Tangent rainbow.
Maybe we should just forget calling about this like My Take on Monday and instead just call this show Tangent Rainbow.
Well, we'll make that.
That's a discussion for a different
Yes.
time. But you know, we like to have these discussions on camera because it gets our creative juices flowing.
Oh yeah, I've had way more good decisions or like good ideas pop in my head during.
Like this was not a good decision.
No,
I mean,
it
it's a
wasn't.
decision. It happened. We moved on.
Yes.
But good ideas, you've had
Oh,
plenty.
I've had so many of those while filming. So
It's just what happens when you're like out there, and you know, I feel
like the creative juice is just like.
Yep. I feel connected to the cyclops of a camera.
Yeah.
I'm like, got you, fam.
Like love you, fam.
Yep.
Love you, camera.
Love you, and I love you
Love
too,
you.
random citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of magic,
Oh, magic. Yeah.
Magic.
Okay.
there were some bannings.
There were some bannings.
Bannings.
No.
I
Who was it
know.
for?
Pioneer.
Oh man.
Good old
Such a
Pioneer.
new
Or should we
format.
say, good old baby Pioneer? Maybe? I don't know. Like it's it's young and
It's a youngin. It's already got bannings.
It's
so.
like it's losing baby teeth.
That's true. Yeah. Now it's
It
just
is.
coming along.
So what was banned?
So there were 3 cars that were banned.
See,
Uh,
we have 3 good things and 3 things got banned, and there's 2 of us, so it makes
Yeah,
sense. Like the
perfect
math,
sense.
like
It makes 7,
Makes
which is.
the most powerfully magical number, except it doesn't. It makes 8.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
But
we
8
actually
means new
Well, I
beginnings.
guess if we have to take out one of us, you're going
Yeah, I'm going to take you out.
to dinner. That's awkward, but I mean, I guess we're brothers. So that makes
Please, I've done it
sense.
so many times.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
You know, he used to
In
drive me-
fact, I think we started this show during a dinner.
I think we did.
Mm-hmm.
We had the brilliant conclusion. We're like, look, we're random enough. We're
Yeah.
tangent rainbow enough
Yeah.
that we're just
We're
we're just
together.
gonna meme.
Yeah,
And it works.
it does.
This is like, I just had the new. This is the equivalent of like Good Morning America. We are that meme worthy, and we get nothing done.
Oh yeah,
And-
like we've been doing this for
7 weeks.
7
Oh,
weeks,
but
and
like this
we're doing it
for
today
like-
for like 5 minutes, and we still haven't given you who's been banned yet.
No, we were discussing. We're like, so nothing's really happened except bannings. What we're gonna talk about for half an hour. Well, apparently not magic.
Apparently,
Apparently not. It's
We'll
like,
see.
It just happened. We're like, hey, you
Yeah.
know,
but
we want you to know.
that we
care.
like.
We want to do this
We
thing.
really know how to do this movement. It looks really cool.
It's just what we do.
And I'm also cooling myself down because I'm giving myself air.
Actually, that's really true. Like this. Whoa, that's really effective.
Right? And like you don't think about it until it's like, whoa.
Use air paddle. It's super effective. All right, what was banned?
There's three
get off
cards
this
that were banned.
tangent.
Rainbow.
All right. Okay.
So there's three cards that were banned.
Yep.
So we have Field of the Dead was banned.
Absolutely.
We have
Smuggler's Copter, which
Thank
is
you.
banned.
Smuggler's
Gotcha,
Chapter, and then the last one is Once Upon a Time was banned.
Yes, it
All three
was.
of them Pioneer.
Can't say I've played much Pioneer, but it makes a lot of sense. Smuggler's Copter, a 3/3 flying for 2 that only it's a vehicle, so
Yeah,
you have to crew it.
but it's only got one crew. Or
Exactly,
crew one.
But so that means that it survives sweepers because it's not a vehicle and it's not an artifact creature until you actually crew it.
Mm-hmm.
So they like blow up everything. You're like, actually, lol, fam, you didn't blow up my creature. Okay.
Right.
You get to draw cards off of it, and it's a 2-drop. It's a 3/3. I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
solid, especially for a format like Pioneer. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Fill the Dead makes sense. I mean,
It's Field of the Dead.
if it worked in Standard, you have to know it works in Pioneer.
Yep.
I mean, if it took over Standard, what were the chances it wasn't going to take over Pioneer? It did. So now
It's Field of the Dead. Enough said. Where we going?
Once Upon a Time, you know what it does? It gets you both Smuggler's Copter and Fill the Dead. So that just makes sense.
Yeah.
All three of them.
It's just really good first turn move. Just like it's really good.
Yeah, it got Bobby
So
filleted.
good.
Sorry, that just came into my. I was like, and then
Oh.
it got Bobby filleted, and it just felt right.
Yeah.
It just did. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Pioneer,
so those bannings.
Yeah.
Pioneer is making adjustments. It's doing decent.
But we knew this was going to happen. I mean, like, they intentionally didn't go through and ban all of these cards before. They could have.
Yeah, they could have.
Like, all of these cards are things that people are like, well, they should have banned it anyway. Well,
but it's just to see.
Exactly. This is basically the beta. I mean,
they're doing a beta without doing a beta, right?
They're doing a
released the
beta, but
product.
letting everyone play with it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's what a beta is in the first. Like,
Well,
like,
I mean, beta, like, you kind of minimize how many people actually use the beta,
Exactly.
so it's not, like, completely, like, open field, but,
so this kind of beta is really, it's just nice. Because everyone was like, oh, I can play with everything I want before it's banned, and then it gets banned, and I was like, kids, I gotta play with that before it was banned. They're like, whoa, you must be old.
and you get to see all the trends, like, what actually gets played the most.
Right. And
Or what starts
then that
being
gets
working.
banned.
Right, so, I mean,
It's just, yeah.
for all Wizards knew, I mean, they could have guessed, but for all they knew, Field of the Dead might not have actually been played.
Right.
It's possible.
It's possible. We're not saying it's probable. We're saying it's possible.
And it's because of that possibility that they
I'll be like
decided.
good at this one too now. Like,
Yes.
It was because of that possibility.
Yeah. We should turn it into like a dance move. Just
No, we should not. I don't know how attractive this is.
it's not.
That we
It's like the
should-
squid,
Except the squid was kind of funny. This is like awkward.
but it's funny.
It's like, wait, no, actually,
Yeah. See.
it's more fluid. It's very smooth. Especially if you turn.
Wait, that feels like a Tai Chi movement.
Oh, well, all right. We're getting a little dangerous over here.
Oh boy.
If someone loses an eye.
Tai Chi is like super like chill.
Super chill.
Yeah, like super chill.
Like way cold.
Like you
You have
have
liquid nitrogen cold.
yes, liquid nitrogen.
All right, okay, all right.
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Because there's like, I mean, you know, like karate or like other.
Karate is like the sun, and Tai Chi is like the moon.
No, karate is like. I don't know how to compare these things.
I wasn't asking you to compare them. I was just making an observation.
Yeah, so karate, you know, you actually like work out while you're doing this. You're like making punches.
That was pretty solid.
Yeah, but like Tai Chi, it's like yoga. It's stances, but it's martial arts. You just speed it up. If you actually want to
have
fight
to be like this, because that feels a little awkward. More like a
no,
swamp.
it doesn't have to be like that. You can have it under a hold, or you probably should have it to the side. Actually, you probably shouldn't do this at all. You'd probably want to do this.
I'd want to do
Or
this.
more like a relaxed hand. But that's beside the point.
I'll go to the point. Some French guy is going to be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And I'm like, I don't. I just took AP high school French. I mean, even that, like, 4 years of high school was enough. 4 years of French was not enough.
Yeah.
Stay in school, kids.
Be cool.
Do it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I have to admit, you know how much I dislike Pioneer.
yeah, are you gonna rant again?
No.
Good.
I have a sad confession to make.
Oh, you have a sad confession to make?
Before we made this podcast or a video cast, whatever you prefer, I was building a Pioneer deck. I'm on the hype train.
I'm not gonna talk to you anymore.
Probably not, which would actually be an improvement.
Hey!
I'm just kidding.
But you're
Mostly. I'm mostly kidding. I'm kidding enough that I mean it.
What?
That's all I can think about. Hey, Cheerios.
Oh, Cheerios. Yeah.
Cheerios.
Squirrel.
Exactly. Besides the point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm attempting. This is what I've realized about myself. I like to take whatever's good
And make it not
and
good.
make it not good. Like I've done that with almost every single deck I've ever tried to play in Modern.
John.
No. John, I built the real thing and I did it well.
Okay.
And I beat a lot of people with it.
You did.
I did. It's really, really good.
Oh, I just figured
No,
that you
like-
modified it.
So you know how
That's
I
what
came.
you do.
You know how I came to the conclusion of playing Jund?
Oh.
I pulled a couple Renin 6s.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, fam, I want to play Renin 6 lands. I don't want to buy Life from the Loam because that's really expensive, so I can't do Assault Loam, I can't do Jund Loam. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Naya lands because that makes sense. So Naya being white, red, and green, I was like, that would be perfect. Play like Naya Zoo, do like some aggro creatures, yada yada yada. And then you know what I ended up saying? You know, why am I playing the bad version of Jund? I'm trying to play all of the good cards from Jund in Naya Lands, but Naya Lands isn't good. So that's why I switched over to Jund. Does that make sense?
That
Do you see
makes
what I'm
sense.
saying?
Yes.
So
yes.
I went through this process. I'm like, I want to be original. I'm gonna do cool things, bruh. And then I was like, actually, they built a better version of this. It does the same thing as mine, except this one wins. So then I switched over to Jund. Okay, I built KCI. If you guys remember what KCI was, first Modern deck. Then it got banned a week later. Not a smart move. Not a smart move. Do not buy a $1,000 deck the week before it gets banned. Then it feels really bad. I did that. Never played a single game with it, but I owned every one of the cards.
And what did you do with that deck?
Well, I'll tell you what. I built Grinding Station Semblance Anvil KCI, which is essentially a worse version of KCI. You take 8 cards to replace 4 of them. And it makes it so much weaker, and there was still so much hate around that it didn't really do much, but I was like, hey, I just called it the bad version of KCI, and everyone was like, oh, I know what you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So, there's that. And now I'm trying to build a bad, not necessarily a bad Pioneer deck, but Aetherflux Reservoir deck, which we briefly discussed like 3 or 4 weeks ago. We described how it worked.
Oh, yeah.
We did. Remember?
We did.
Because
we did.
I'm calling it math. That's the deck name. I'm calling it math.
Okay.
Because it's an algorithm, right? You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
1
yeah.
plus 2, right? Plus 3, plus, you know,
Uh-huh.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then you like, I've played 15 cards. How many lives have I gained?
Fibonacci sequence.
Yes. Oh, I should call it the Fibonacci secrets. The Fibonacci secrets.
Sure.
So
Or you can just call it the Fibonacci.
Right. So instead of taking any of these like established, I say established. I mean, it's
Like these metagame decks.
Right. I'm like, no. It's not even a deck that anyone's won a tournament with. You can't even find a real deck list out there. But I'm doing it anyway. And I'm thinking to myself, why am I doing this?
Because you just like memes.
Because I like memes. That's why we did this.
Yeah, literally.
We like memes.
I like memes.
Except we don't actually use memes. We just like using the word memes to mean things that aren't memes.
Yes, exactly.
If you follow that sequence, then you are in fact a meme.
You are a memer.
Nope, just a meme.
Oh, okay.
They are the meme. We are the memers. Meming them. Making them memes.
Oh, yeah. Because of math.
The Fibonacci sequence, actually. There's my conclusion. That's why. Wait. So that. Oh, I've got a lot to say apparently on this.
Apparently.
So that's
Get
why.
it off your chest, why don't
Yes,
you?
that's why we didn't play Oko until the very end. That's why we played Elementals for so long. Because it was like, Elementals is. The shell of it, the idea of it, the concept is good.
Yes.
Play good cards, but throw in all of the other random jank you want, and still win with it.
Yeah.
Did we ever once in how many times we've played this deck and shown it on camera, ever played against another deck that was doing the same thing we did? No.
We did play against a couple of elemental decks.
We did, but they were playing good elementals. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We were playing bad elementals. They were playing good elementals. I was like, well, all the good elementals most of them happen to be red, except Risen Reef, which is not. So let's throw all of the good elementals out, throw in all of the janky elementals, and why not also throw in Nissa and throw in Finale of Devastation and win that way?
Which we did.
Even the first time I ever played the deck, I didn't even have Nissas. I just played Jace, and I milled myself out and won. I drew 60 cards
and
won.
so he decided that was the way to go for like 3 more games.
Yes.
And he's like, no, Jace is bad.
Yeah, and then Jace was bad because when as soon as I put in Finale of Devastation, we only won with that. The point I'm trying to make is that I like to be original, and so do you.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just takes some time, and actually your elemental deck turns out to be decent.
Yeah, it's a decent deck.
It takes time and all of these things to get good, and if you play what you love, then that's really what matters. But I happen to be that mean player who's like, I want to be original, and I'm going to do my own thing, and even if that requires that I play bad cards, I'm going to do it.
But hey, you'll eventually get to the point where you can just like start making like tons of decks, and you might create one that rises to the metagame.
Like our elemental deck, to be honest, it did really good. We made it up to what, gold with that?
Yeah, we did.
And gold isn't shabby. I mean, if I had more time, honestly, if I wasn't a college student, then I'd probably be in Mythic right now, because I'd be at home in my parents' basement just playing Magic all day. And then we'd be at the top.
Yes, but we're not.
But we're not. That's
we're not.
A coup de poing. That's our new thing.
That's your new thing. I can't say it very well.
A côté de le point.
À côté de la poire.
De le point.
De le point.
So point, point.
Point.
Point, point.
Point.
Point, point.
Point,
So
point.
you're like trying to be a goose, like wah, wah, or
Yeah.
is that a goose? Is that a goose?
Yes, that's a goose.
Point.
Point.
A co.
A co.
Like a coat. A coat.
Oh, a coat.
A coat day.
A coat day.
Le point.
La point.
So now say it in the French accent.
A côté de le
point. There you go.
Okay.
Now you two know how to say a useless sentence that probably doesn't mean anything in French either.
Yeah, like if you actually said it to any Frenchman, they'll probably be like,
Frenchman?
that makes no sense.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that.
A
I'm sure that's a term. It just seems odd.
It's a term.
Frenchman. That makes me think of like French bread, and I'm like, I don't want to be called bread. But fun fact: the word pain is spelled the exact same way as you would pronounce bread in French. So you could be like, I like eating pain. Just means you like bread. So no pain, no gain. No bread, no gain. So you don't eat bread, you don't gain weight. That's what the saying really means.
Yes, but that's à côté de la poire.
Point.
Point.
So French things. Let me teach you something else. You ready to learn something else?
Yes.
It's completely useless but hilarious.
Okay.
Because I found it once when I was TAing a class that. Anyway, I'll tell you like later.
Okay.
But the word love is amour.
Yeah, amour.
And the word death is mort. But if you're going to say the death, you would say l'amour. If you're going to say the love, because it's
Because of French language stuff.
it goes l'amour. So l'amour is love, is the love, and l'amour is the death. So you are very, very close to saying, oh, like
I death you.
I death you. Like l'amour. So he's like French sounds very important.
Mm-hmm.
Very important. Like l'amour means something, l'amour means something. So à côté de le point. Now le point. It's important because you probably said something different than what you thought you did.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Fun fact for the day.
Yeah.
But you know what that was? À côté de le point.
Yes.
And
Yes,
you know
it
what
was.
else that was?
Tangent rainbow.
I just felt like it was swimming time, you know?
Oh.
Like a little swim.
Like it was because these are awkward turtles.
I don't know if I can do this. Ah! Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. All right. Just a llama. Just a llama.
Just a happy llama.
Happy llama. It's getting awfully quiet in here, which must
Oh.
mean that I don't have enough brain capacity to think of anything else
Right.
interesting to talk about besides
What were we
Marvel.
talking about?
We were talking about the fact. Oh, you know what this whole long tangent was?
Oh!
I built a Pioneer deck.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't built it yet, but I'm going to build it, and it's only like $43 on MTGO, so I might just go
That's
ahead and
not
do
bad.
my play. You know, I might just do a thing.
Yeah, you might just do a
I
thing.
might do a thing.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I might do a thing.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I have to say. I enjoy seeing the $500 price tag instead of the $2,000 price tag. Now, I enjoy the $40 price tag more.
See, I'm on that. I like the $40. The $40.
But if you're going to spend $500 and win a tournament, or $2,000 and win a tournament of the equivalent value, you know, that's
yeah,
pretty
500
good.
is much better.
500 is better. So,
Yeah, it's better
yeah.
value because depending on the tournament, you make money.
Well, hopefully you always make money, but you know, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
So $500 to gain $500 or $2,000 to gain $500.
But then what if that 2,000 is anyway? That's a coincidence.
Yeah, we're not gonna get that far.
Nope, we won't.
No.
We won't do math today, except we already
Speaking
did.
of math,
All right.
so for 10 months or something, like a year or two ago, for just random reasons, I would go up to whiteboards or chalkboards and draw
Where a
out.
chalkboard was?
I did borrow chalkboards.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, and I would write out the Fibonacci sequence in a triangle format
Wow. Maybe we should do that.
because I could. Like literally, the only reason was just because I could.
I mean, you guys tell us what other things you did just because you could.
Yeah.
Like, I did cool things just because I could. I just meme because I can.
I also calculated the Fibonacci sequence out to 60.
Just because you could.
Just because I could. Literally just because I could.
Also, really randomly, not really randomly at all, back to Magic the Gathering.
Oh, magic, yeah.
You know, before we wrap up, the secret layer is out as of
Oh,
now.
yes, that's right.
The next 7 days, there's going to be a bundle of either one card and a token of some kind, or several cards that are in alternate arts, most likely psychedelic, that are available for only 24 hours at a time. If you haven't seen the Serum Visions yet, you haven't seen psychedelic. They're pretty weird. The ones they just came out with. They're pretty good buys, as far as we can tell. They're going to be undervalued because you're buying them, you know, in a specific
It's like a promo deal.
Exactly, it's a promo deal. So you're still spending a lot of money. Like you could buy all of the sets, I think, for $200, which saves you about $30 overall. Or you can just buy them drop at a time, but you have to be, you don't have to be fast. You just have to be on top of things because every 24 hours there's a different drop for the next 7 days.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did this as 7 days.
Because 7 days.
7 days. I'm reading a scroll. 1, 2,
7 days.
5.
So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yep.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Today is a thing. Tomorrow is a different thing. The next day is something else, and then Thursday follows up by doing a completely different thing, and then Friday is going to be a different availability, and then so on and so forth. And I can't think of other words to say the word thang without saying fang.
Okay, well, thing. Well, you want to know an interesting thing?
Does it have something to do with would you please like and subscribe and ring that bell ding?
No.
Oh, well, this is awkward because that's what I was thinking.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I'll just say it anyway.
All right, you
I'll
just
just say
do
it anyway.
Yeah,
So,
just do it.
does the day start, does the week start on a Monday or a Sunday?
Definitely a Monday. Let us
But
know.
all calendars start on a Sunday because
They're
Sunday
all
is
wrong.
actually the first day of the week.
They're all wrong. They're all wrong.
But you have a weekend, right? That's Saturday and Sunday because they're the ends
right,
of
they're
a week.
No, they're the weekend. It's a weekend, and you don't call it the weekends.
Yeah, it's because we're English.
It's the
we swear.
weekend.
But
It's the weekend.
then there would be Saturday.
No, Sunday is the last day. Monday is the start of a new week.
But on the calendar, it's
They're all
not.
wrong, I'm telling you. They're all wrong.
The beginning of work week starts on Monday.
They're all wrong.
They're all wrong.
Every single one of them.
Every single one of them.
Yes.
That's weird.
All right.
All right, I just wanted to say that
Yeah.
because I could.
Yeah.
So, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Oh,
Ring-
so you did have the same thought.
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to put something else in front of it.
Is it just because I'm a tangent rainbow?
Yes. So, hit that
Seagulls.
like button and ring that bell.
Squawk. I'm on the bird theme right now.
Okay, you're on the bird thing. So that you can get notified the next time we put out a video. That's so distracting me. I don't know why.
Is it? Would you like to start that again so that they can have another chance to like and subscribe, ring that bell, and get notified of the next time we come up with one of these videos?
No, I think we've hammered it into them. I think we should
Like
let them decide.
Like a one-drop Colossus hammer. Like
Yes.
we gave ourselves +10, and just ramp it
I
home.
love that thing.
It's
So memey.
whenever you can jank it into play.
I know. And then you do, and it's just like
You kind of can do that in Pioneer. Later, much later.
okay, so yes, with that, I'm bronze.
You are?
I am. I'm like bronze, like total, like
Yeah,
solid bronze. Yeah, you see, I'm bronze.
I'm zinc.
And this is BronZink.